Right, this is the Game & Watch from 1980. It's now 37 years old, I believe. Yeah, 37 years old. Game & Watch. I think I remember from my childhood when I was living in Ealing from 1986 to 1990, we used to have a Game & Watch, and Donkey Kong Jr. was one of them we used to have. Oh, we used to have a Zelda one as well, and there's a Mario Cement. What's it called? Mario's Cement Factory. No, we didn't have that. We had Donkey Kong Jr. and we had a Zelda one as well, and there's the dual screen one. Didn't have this one. It's called Safe Buster. Can't read that. And there's the single one. Oh yeah, it's one of those challenges on.
So what time are you going to lunch?
On game on.
I don't know what time do you want to go.
WarioWare.
I reckon 2:30.
Has anybody taken any of this?
Are you doing Sega?
Huh?
What? ACDC?
Don't know.
Sega.
It's the Game & Watch. Yes, the character from it's the game Flat Zone. It's called Flat Zone. Flat Zone Lion. Very familiar with this game from this stage from Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS and Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. That's right. And here's the classic NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now 30 years old, over 30 years old. The NES Classic Mini is already, and there's the controls. These two controllers are compatible with the NES Mini, NES Classic Mini. This is one of our classic favourites, the Game Boy. From 1990, it's now 27 years old. Since I got it right. My brother and I used to have that. And here we have the Super Nintendo. I didn't own a Super Nintendo, but I did play the system when I was at a bunch of friends' house. Such a addictive system, but Axe and I used to have the Sega Mega Drive when this was going on. There's the Super Nintendo. Next we have the Nintendo 64. I used to own this system from 1999 to 2002. It's a dual circular pad. Very familiar system. And then there's the Game Boy Color, even though I didn't own it, but I have played the Game Boy Color before as well. Sorry, the Nintendo 64 is 20 years old. It's a great classic console, that.
Sorry, mate.
That's right. And here we have the Game Boy Color. It's 19 years old. It's a classic and works well. Super Mario Bros. Deluxe and Pokemon games were popular at that time. And Zelda, Link's Awakening DX as well. Okay. Next we move on to the Game Boy Advance, which I also used to own as well. And there was this and there was this one in the middle I used to own. It was that type I used to own in the middle. It's this type I used to own. This one. And there's the Game Boy Advance SP, where you can fold it and close it until you to show on the weight. And there's the Game Boy Micro, which is the smallest handheld game. It's the smallest handheld games console for Nintendo. Just plays Game Boy Advance games. Very nice little size that. Fit in your pocket very easily. Next up is another system I used to own, the Nintendo GameCube. Sorry, the Game Boy Advance is 16 years old. Another classic. Next we move on to the GameCube, and that's now 15 years old, this system. I used to own a black GameCube, a dark GameCube. These are the controllers. This system is 15 years old. This system is 15 years old. It's a classic. Play some good games on there. And then we move on to Nintendo DS. This system is 12 years old. Great little system. This is the original one, which came out in 2005. Didn't own that one, but I did own this one, the Nintendo DS Lite. That's a very fine system. It was the biggest seller in 2006 when it came out in June, July that year. And now we have the Nintendo DSi. This one is the Nintendo DSi. As you can see, the power button fitted, where the screens are much wider and more brighter, and it's much more. And it's got, you can see the camera fitted in the center as well. Final system. Okay. Yeah. Again, this system is 12 years old. The DS Lite is over 10 years old, and the DSi is about 8 years old. Yes.
Yeah, no, wait.
Games video games are playing out. Yeah, good. And then next, the Nintendo Wii. Now this system is 11 years old. This became the fastest selling games console towards the end of 2006, and it was a huge seller, this system. You've got the Wii Remote Plus and the nunchuck controller. You can see another one on the other side. And that's the system. I used to own this colour, the white one. And overall, this system sold over 101.1 million systems worldwide. Became the best-selling system for Nintendo. That's how it changed gaming forever. Yeah, this system is about 10 to 11 years old now. 10 to 11 years old now. And next, we move on to Nintendo 3DS. This is still going very strong. And this is still going very strong for the last 6 years, for over 6 years now. Here you got the Nintendo 3DS XL here, the Nintendo 2DS, and in the center you got the new Nintendo 3DS XL. Those are the new extra buttons. Actually, sorry. This is the Nintendo DS. This is the Nintendo 3DS XL. I used to own that one as well. There's Nintendo 2DS. Sorry, this one is the Nintendo 3D. This is the new Nintendo 3DS XL. And you see there's an extra circle pad there, and one circle pad there and one circle pad on the other side. And there's a nice design with two sliders to lower the volume for the volume and HD settings. This is 6 years old, that system. And one more thing, that one is about the XL. The 3DS XL is 5 years old. The 2DS is 4 years old, and the new Nintendo 3DS XL is only 2 years old. And now we move on to Nintendo Wii U. You've got the gamepad there, you've got the console and the Pro Controller. Works pretty well. This is brought Nintendo into HD for the very first time, but unfortunately the system itself was a sales failure. So I still got my Wii U and I'm planning to sell it once I get the Switch on launch day, even a day after launch day, because I pre-ordered the system on Amazon yesterday morning, so it's coming out, so it'll be arriving in the post from Amazon. It'll be arriving in the post on Saturday morning. So once I transfer all my data onto the Switch, I'm going to sell the system to make some more space. So there you go, that's my exhibit. Time to take some pictures.